along the game, and I thought defense we made some outstanding things, adjustments. I thought first half too, the turnovers put the defense in a bad situation a couple times, and momentum in the game, but I was very proud, But the big thing the focus of this program, these kids, the habits they're creating, and the bond they have, because we tell them all the time, it's not about winning. It's never about winning. It's about your habits. It's about the culture you create. The way you prepare, the way you do things, the results will be there if you do it. Now, we've put ourselves in some very tough situations, but our guys continue to affect each other all the time in a positive way. They believe in each other. They love each other. They're a great group. And, when circumstances control your efforts, that's when you take success out of your hands. They don't. Whatever the circumstances are in, they worry about playing the next play. They worry about going on, and that's what we try to instill in them. That's what we believe in. That's what we try to build our program on. That's the foundation of what we do, and you keep that in control, and our efforts are good. Good things we're doing in the practice field, and the standards we're creating, and the respect they have of each other, and we all got a lot of room to improve. That's the thing. It's amazing. We still have a lot of room to improve in a lot of areas. And we continue to make those improvements, but we continue to make plays, and we have to make plays in all three areas. And just extremely proud of these guys. Glad to be able to coach them. And that was another heck of a football game. I know that. Fun to watch, wasn't it? Questions?
Coach, Delvin had a pretty big game. Scored 2 touchdowns in the second half. That was big. What is it about him that's allowed him to be so successful so young?
Well, I think, one, he's a very unique talent. I think he's a very talented young man. He's a very intelligent young man. And he has very good work, and he's now learned to work at the pace and do the things we want to do, because he could always pick them up. Now he's just getting better at his technique, his alignments, all the little things, and in his great physical stature, being able to take over, and you see the ability.
Not just him, but last season you weren't really in games in the fourth quarter in the regular season. Now it seems every week that you are. At least it feels that way. How are these guys responding and able to make these comebacks?
Well, I think last year at the championship game that was a big turning point. But I think too, we're a different team because people look at us differently. I mean, last year we were the team that was trying to climb. So sometimes, always, they knew you're a good team. But when you've won a championship and you're winning it the way we're winning now, people are going to give you their A game. They're going to come prepared, and our kids are learning to do that. But they're also learning to compete at a higher level, and also learn to persevere in those situations. And it gets back again to the habits of the organization. And that's what we try to talk about all the time. Not about the winning and losing. It's about learning to persevere and go to the next play and stay together and love, trust, and believe. All those things may sound cliche-ish, but they're the foundation of the organization. And as long as those stay sound, we'll be a good football team.
With all the injuries on defense, you guys had some interesting personnel.
Oh, we got all kinds. We're banged and bruised everywhere now. Anyone on offense, Jameis with an ankle, we're banged and bruised. We're a battered team. Up front on the offensive line, we're beat up and banged up. And running back, we've been banged up. Mario Pender out. The receiver, people don't realize now Lawrence being out, your center being out, all the things and the guys that we have lost. We didn't play with Terrence Smith. Tons of great players, but we gathered young guys just keep stepping up. And I think that's to our coaches developing those young players. Getting them ready to play, and our ability to recruit and get good players at young ages, and they're coming in here making a big contribution. That's critical.
How much did Jameis' ankle affect him?
Oh, it did. It was bothering him now. But like he says, pain's temporary. We get hurt tomorrow. We can feel sorry tomorrow. That's the way he is. He's a competitor.
You got a number of young guys that stepped up, made major plays tonight. Was that just you guys trusting them to call their number?
Oh yeah, we do, and they've seen it in practice. I've been saying it probably the last 3 or 4 weeks. I were probably consistently about our young players in practice. I like where our team's going because they're allowing us to expand our offense and our defense and our special teams because of their development. And you feel very comfortable calling the game in not say a loose way, but okay, if the ball is directed and the coverage says that they get it, you feel very comfortable going to them.
When you see this top-ranked Louisville defense in person, did that change anything you were doing as the game went on?
No, we had our game plan, and then we adapt and we change on the run and make our adjustments and get the communications from up top, and I call the game accordingly as we go and how I feel.
Were you tempted to run it again and go for the field goal on the third down?
Not really, because I wanted to get the best play action pass. I wanted to win the game. I didn't want to leave it to where they could do it. And that's going to be a 52-yard field goal. That's not a good thing to do. I thought we want to get the best play we could have right there and try to get the first down.
What do you think of Jameis's play in the second half, shaking off interceptions?
They did. Got a little greedy. Got greedy coming out the first half, just trying to make too many big plays. And the second one, the guy, we just eased up on a route. The ball was actually a pretty well thrown ball, and for some reason he didn't think he was going to get it, and just slipped up. A youth of a young player, and I thought that was actually a pretty good throw. But he makes some mistakes. But that's the thing. You can't sit there and say can't be perfect and not take the chances and make the throws that he made, just like he did on the one to Erman Lane. I mean, you got to have guts to take chances, and if they make a few mistakes, you make them. But he can overcome them, and he's an amazing player.